Z. The Death Note is the ultimate weapon, a tool of divine power carelessly dropped into the human world. Its arrival instantly shattered the concepts of justice, consequence, and fate, setting the stage for a deadly, psychological war. But the notebook is not just a murder tool. It is governed by the absolute co-laws of the Shinigami gods of death, whose motives are far stranger than human morality. V. This is the metaphysical law of the Death Note, the rules that govern life and death, and the terrifying consequences for any human who dares to wield the power of a god. The rules of death, the notebook's absolute laws. The Death Note is a tool that allows the user to kill any human whose face they know, simply by writing their name within its pages. 2. However, this power is bound by strict, non-negotiable rules established by the Shinigami Realm. Key rules include: cause of death. If the cause is specified within 40 seconds, it will happen. If a cause is not specified, the victim dies of a heart attack. Time of death. The death must occur within 6 minutes and 40 seconds if detailed. Lifespan. The Death Note only kills humans and cannot affect Shinigami or those whose names are misspelled multiple times. Crucially, the Death Note rules state that any human who uses the notebook can neither go to heaven nor hell upon death. Their existence simply ends a final, absolute annihilation that makes the notebook a truly cursed object. The Shinigami Realm. Gods of death and the lifespan Shinigami are supernatural beings who inhabit a desolate, empty dimension known as the Shinigami Realm. They are gods of death, existing purely to write names in their death notes and maintain the natural balance of lifespans. The Shinigami possess Shinigami Eyes, which grant them the ability to see any human's name and their remaining lifespan hovering above their heads. A Shinigami's life is sustained by adding the lifespan of the humans they kill to their own. They are fundamentally detached from human morality and view life and death as a monotonous necessity. A Shinigami must be in possession of their Death Note at all times. 2. If they die or fail to use it, their life ends. The ultimate bargain. The Shinigami Eyes contract. A human can temporarily gain the power of the Shinigami Eyes by making a contract with the Shinigami who owns their Death Note. The cost of this power is immense, half of their remaining lifespan. The Shinigami Eyes contract grants the user the ability to see any human's name and remaining lifespan immediately upon sight. This power is invaluable to a Death Note user, but represents the ultimate philosophical choice: trading the finite, precious gift of time for the power to take time from others. The transfer and loss, ownership and forgetting. The Shinigami have several rules governing the transfer and loss of the notebook, which create dramatic plot points. Possession. The notebook remains active as long as the user retains possession. If a user voluntarily gives up ownership, they immediately lose all memory of the Death Note and the Shinigami transfer. A Shinigami must physically hand over their notebook to a human, initiating the relationship. If a Shinigami dies, their notebook goes to the next Shinigami, who touches it. This system of memory loss and regaining allows for intricate maneuvering, but reinforces the rule that the Death Note's power is ultimately fleeting and subject to the Shinigami's laws. The lore of Death Note is a metaphysical study in power, responsibility, and the nature of eternal consequence. Understanding the cold, unfeeling rules of the Shinigami is key to grasping the terrifying reality of the notebook's power. If you had the chance, would you accept the Shinigami Eyes contract, knowing the cost? What is the most terrifying rule of the Death Note? Share your theories in the comments below. And for more deep dives into the moral and metaphysical lore of anime, be sure to like and subscribe to Anime Lore Nexus.